Hi boys and girls, Mrs. Alexander here. I'm so glad that you got to come back and join me today. So today we're going to go on my computer and read a book together, which is going to be lots and lots of fun. But before we start, I want to make sure that we go over some words that will be in our book, because these are words that we should know by heart. So let's go over them real quickly. Ready? The first word that we're going to need today is the word with. With. Say that with me. With. The next word that we're going to need today is the word we. Say that with me. We. The next word that we're going to need today is the word the. Say that with me. The. The next word that we'll need today is the word play. Say that with me. Play. The next word that we'll need today is the word help. Say that with me. Help. The next word that we'll need today is the word many. Say that with me. Many. And the last word that we're going to need today is the word good. Say that with me. Good. Boys and girls, these are words that you should know by heart. But there are also a couple words that we're going to use our sounds to figure out, but they're a little bit tricky because they have an S at the end of them. So we're going to read them like we normally do, but we need to make sure that we add that S to the end of the word. Let's try this one together. I'm going to touch and say the first three sounds and put them together. After I do that, I'll add that S sound to the end. Ready? D-ig, dig. Now let's add the S. Ready? Dig, digs. My dog digs in the dirt. Okay, let's do another one. So that's the word digs. It has an S on the end of it. Let's try a different one. Okay, I see the same pattern. I see three letters that I can touch and say. And after I figure out that part, I'll add the S sound. Let's do it together. Ready? Hug, 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 hugs. I like warm hugs. Okay, let's put the word hugs over here and let's do another one. Look at that. Again, I could cover up that S and I see a little word that I can read by touching and saying it. Then I can add that S sound to the end of it. Let's touch and say. Ready? It, sit, sit, sits. The boy sits on the swing. Sits. Okay, one more word that we're going to practice before we get started today. This word also has an S at the end of it. Let's touch and say our sounds for these three sounds, and then we'll add the S to the end of it. Ready? Up, hop, hops. Great job, boys and girls. Okay, I'll see you in a second on my computer. Bye. All right, boys and girls, it's time to read a new story. This story is called Bud. It's by David McCoy, illustrated by Jeffrey Ebeler. Bud is a pug. Bud is a pup. Bud can fit in a big cup. Oh my goodness, Bud must be a little tiny puppy to be able to fit in that cup. He's really cute, isn't he? Bud digs in the mud. Quit it, Bud. Quit it. Puppies sure do like to dig and get dirty. Zip. Bud hops in the tub. Rub, rub, rub-a-dub-dub. Bud has fun. Boy, he really likes bath time, doesn't he? Bud sits with us. We play. Bud naps. Boys and girls, why do you think Bud is so tired? I agree. It's because he's been having a lot of fun, hasn't he? Bud can help us. Bud gets many hugs. I wonder how he's helping in the garden. It seems like he would be making more of a mess than helping out. Bud can tug. Bud can run. Bud has fun in the hot sun. Good dog, Bud. Boys and girls, I see in the illustration that these children are taking Bud for a walk. I bet they're having a great time with him on the beach. Do you have a puppy that you take for a walk? I love to take my dog for a walk, but boy does she like to pull and tug on her leash. All right, boys and girls, now that we've read this story, let's go back to the very beginning of it and think about some of the words that the author used in this book. Today, we're going to focus on the sound that the short U makes, the sound, like up. Everyone say that sound with me. Ready? One more time. So the first thing that we're going to do is look for words with the sound that's spelled with the short U. I'll grab my magic pen and then we'll look together. I think I'm going to use yellow as we begin to look for these words with the sound. Boys and girls, the first thing that I'm noticing is that Bud, the name Bud, has the sound. Bud is found multiple times on page 117 and multiple times on page 118. What other words do you see that have the sound? That's right, pug and pup both have the sound. Do you see any other words with the sound? Oh, I agree. Cup has the sound. Look, cup and pup rhyme. They both end the same. Do you see any other words on page 118 with the sound? I agree. Mud has the sound. Good job, boys and girls. Thank you for helping me to find words with the short U that spells the sound. All right, let's clear all of our marks and let's go to the next page. We're still looking for words with the sound. Can you help me find more words? All right, we see the word bud again. Very good. Do you see any other words with the sound other than bud? I agree. Tub has the sound. That's right. Rub has the sound. Look, rub appears multiple times on our page. Dub also has the sound. Good job. Rub, rub, rub a dub, dub. Do you see any more words with the sound? I agree. Fun has the sound. What about on page 120? Do you see any other words with the sound on page 120? The little word us, right there. Bud sits with us. Us has the sound. Very good. I'm going to clear my marks and let's go to the next page. All right, boys and girls, we are still looking for those words with the sound. We'll highlight them with yellow. Do you see any words with the sound? Oh, that's right. Let's get bud, 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 bud. That word bud is all over the place because the book is all about bud. What other words do you see with the sound? I agree. The word us has the sound. So does the word hugs. Look at that, boys and girls. The word hugs is the word hug with a added to the end. Hugs. Very good. What other words do you see on page 122 with the sound? That's right. I see some words that rhyme. I see run, sun, and fun. They all end with un, and they all have the sound. Do you see any other words with the sound? That's right. I see the word tug. Very good. So we found a lot of words with the short U that spells the sound. All right, we're going to clear all of those out. Let's go back to the beginning of our story and look for another sound. I'm thinking that we should look for the short I that spells it. So let me grab a different color with my pen. I think today I'm going to use green. What words do you see on page 117 and 118 that have the short I that spells the it sound? That's right, we have is. I want to get the fatter pen. We have is. We have in. And we have it. Those are little words that all have the it sound. Do you see any other words that have the short I, it sound? That's right, the word fit, which kind of has it at the end of it, has the short I that spells it. The word quit rhymes with fit. Quit also has it hiding inside of it. Quit has the it sound. Do you see any other words that have the short I that spells the it sound? Yes, the word digs has the it sound. Okay, I'm going to clear my page. All right, let's go to the next page. We'll see if we can find any other words on the next page that have the short I that spells it. Ready? Okay. Oh, I agree, boys and girls. I see some of those little words that we just talked about again. I see in. In has the I sound. Do you see any other words with the I sound? Oh, this is a fun word, isn't it, boys and girls? Zip. Let's say that together. Ready? Zip. Zip has the I sound in the middle of it. What about on page 120? Do you see any words on page 120 that have the I sound? Oh, the word sits has the I sound, and the word with has the I sound. Very good. Let's clear our marks. I'm wondering, boys and girls, just on these two pages, could we find a different pattern? Let's change our color. I'm going to use pink. And instead of finding words with the sound, and instead of finding words with the I sound, could we find words with the short A sound? Do you see any words with short A that spells That's right, has the sound. Do you see any other words with the sound? Naps has the sound. Very good. So when we read, we can pay attention to those short vowel sounds. Thank you for helping me today, boys and girls.
Boys and girls, I'm so glad that you were able to join me today on my computer to read a book. Remember, when you get to tricky words that you don't know, you can touch and say the sounds so that you can read. Have a great time reading today. Bye!